Okay, so this is our fourth video regarding what providers for youth experiencing homelessness need to know about COVID-19. And this video is about washing your hands and removing your gloves safely. This is not to imply that you should be wearing gloves all the time. Uh, you should only be wearing gloves if it's necessary. And we discussed that in our prior video. But if you are wearing gloves, we want to be sure that you remove them safely so that you don't contaminate yourself or contaminate people or surfaces around you. So, um, there are posters and guidelines around washing your hands, like this one, and it is really important to wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water, like this poster suggests. It turns out soap and water actually interact with the virus, and by washing your hands with soap and water and rinsing it off, you can rinse the virus right off your hands and down the drain if there is virus on your hands. So it's really good to do, but you want to actually be using the right technique. And so this video is intended to show you what that is. Okay, so we're going to go over how to wash hands because there's more to it than just washing it for 20 seconds. Washing it for 20 seconds is really important, but it's also important to pay attention to what you're doing during those 20 seconds. So the first thing you want to do is to wet your hands. A lot of people put soap on first, but you actually want to wet your hands thoroughly first. And you don't want to wet your fingers first. You want to wet your hands with your wrist first, letting the water run down your hands. That way you're letting any dirt, etc., just go down the sink before you've even put any soap on your hands. Then you put soap on your hands, and you don't do this under the water. A lot of times people soap up underwater. You don't want to do that. You can just let the water run or turn it off with your elbow if you have a sink where you can do that. And you're just rubbing your palms together, and then you're going to take your right palm and wash the top of your left hand, and then your left palm and wash the top of your right hand. And then you're only about halfway there, because then what you want to do is wash your thumbs individually, and then your index finger, your third finger, fourth finger, and your pinky fingers. And you can even get between your fingers a little bit by washing like this. And then you're still not done, because then what you want to try to do is get some of the gunk under your nails out. This is unfortunately not a good time to have nail polish or artificial nails. So if you have those, I would recommend that you either be very careful about cleaning under your nails or that you remove them. And this is a time where I'm planning to keep my nails really short. In fact, even though they're pretty short now, I think I'm going to cut them today. And then you can see I'm rinsing from the wrist down again. So not from the fingers down where all the dirt is going to go into my palms, but from the wrist down. So I'm letting all the water run down off my hands until everything is rinsed off. Okay, and then I don't turn the water off quite yet. I grab my paper towel. So this is in my house, so I don't have a paper towel dispenser, but use my paper towel, get my hands clean, and then you can use that towel to turn the sink off. And if you need to use a paper towel to get out of the bathroom, you can handle the handle that way and then throw your towel away afterwards. So that's what you want to do. Obviously that all took longer than 20 seconds on the video. I think if you do it well, it probably will take longer than 20 seconds, not as long as it took me on this video. But make a habit of doing that. It's really important to do that when you get to work, between clients, before you eat, after you've gone to the bathroom. If you sneeze, it's very important to do that. And it's important not to touch your face, not your nose, your mouth, or your eyes if your hands haven't been washed. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I want to talk about taking gloves off. Before I do that, I do want to acknowledge that when I was washing my hands, I was saying you should wash your hands between clients, and that actually is ideal. But if you can't wash your hands, you certainly can use hand sanitizer. So now we're going to talk about removing gloves. So let's say I've just been working with a client or working with a number of clients. I've been touching services. I've been doing various things with my hands in a pair of gloves. And so if you are working with gloves, it's really important that you treat those gloved surfaces as extremely dirty, really like nuclear waste. So you don't want to take your gloves and touch your nose, your mouth, or your eyes, or your hair, or your clothes. Super nasty. You don't want to do that. And then when you take the gloves off, you want to be sure that you do it in a way that doesn't put contact between your bare hands under your gloves and the outside of the glove, which again is super nasty and dirty. So to do that, you want to start off by pulling the glove off your right hand with your left hand. So you can see I did that without touching my right hand with my gloved left hand. And then I'm taking the glove off of my fingers without touching the skin on my right hand. So my right hand has not been touched at all by the glove. And then to take off the left glove that's holding the dirty right glove, I'm going to reach under the glove. So I'm not going to touch the outside dirty surface. And I'm going to take that glove and pull it off. I have to pinch it a little bit with my right hand. So I am touching the outside of the glove slightly. And now I'm going to take this glove and I'm not going to put it on a table or put it in my pocket or put it down anywhere. I'm going to put it straight in the garbage can where it belongs. And now, even though I've been super careful about not touching my hand with the gloves, I want to be able to wash my hands. So the next thing you would want to do is wash your hands, like we said, with the 20 seconds. Or if you didn't have that, use hand sanitizer. So we hope that was helpful to you. Please stay tuned for new videos. And so that we're sure that those videos respond to your needs, please respond to our survey, which is at tinyurl.com/everyonesafe questions. Thank you for all you do in your work. It's so important. And be safe and well. Thanks so much.